Welcoming its first ever woman to be the state's attorney. Joining me now is Jodi Hoos, who was appointed to replace the late Jerry Brady. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me
today. A whirlwind for you within the last few weeks. You'll be officially sworn in at the beginning of September. But I first want to talk about being under Jerry Brady. Obviously, he has passed, served for a long time. What did you learn from working underneath him that will serve you in your role?
A lot. Jerry Brady was just a great guy. He was a great boss, a great state's attorney. He really showed you what a public servant is. I mean, he was the essence of being a public servant. He was everywhere and anywhere. He listened to everybody, and at the end of the day, just put his, common sense and logic and applied that to the law and the facts of the case that he was presented with.
Yeah, a lot of people have spoke so highly of him. I know that we had to work with him very closely. He'll be dearly missed. But here you are coming in as the first woman to serve in that role. That has to be something that is not lost on you.
No, not at all. It's a great honor. I realized that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for a lot of other people before me, and I just think it's great. You know, as a society, we're moving forward, and that's the direction we need to be moving in, and I'm really happy and fortunate to be in that position.
And it's not just you. I mean, just today, Rachel Parker was appointed into the county clerk role, the first time for an African-American woman in that seat. Earlier this year, Jessica Thomas for the county auditor position. The women really are getting into these leadership positions within the county. And that's a huge part. You're a part of a wave right now, really, looking at the shaping up of the county.
Well, I think it's good, too. Whenever you have the face of your government, you want it to be a broad representation of the entire population. And I just think it's great. I think it speaks volumes to Peoria County and the leadership that we have in place and how most people view Peoria County.
Now, what will be your style when you're coming into this role? What are some of the things that you're looking to focus on? Anything you're looking to change from the state's attorney's position?
So it's hard to say as an outsider. I haven't been in the office for a few years, so I don't know everything that I would change. Off the top of my head, I know technology. I've always been a huge proponent of technology, and I think it's very underutilized in law enforcement and in the criminal side of things. I want to expand body cameras in the police departments. I want to expand. Currently, we have the technology where once you get a traffic ticket, hopefully you don't get a traffic ticket, but if an officer issues you a ticket, you could pay that immediately and not have to later go into court. That capability is there. We just haven't implemented it. So I think there are a lot of aspects of that I would really like to see change. I think the legislature is doing a great job on a lot of criminal justice issues, bond issues, waiver of court fees, things like that. Those changes are in place. And as a state's attorney, we just need to move forward with those changes as well.
All right, I got time for one really quick question for you right now. Prosecutor, judge, now state's attorney. You already had Chris McCall who came on and said he's running for it. Will you run when the seat is up for election in 2020? This is an appointed position for you now. Will you run in 2020?
Yes, I am running.
All right. All right. Well, best of luck to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Look forward to having more conversations with you within that role.
Thank you.
All righty.